It's the outro.
Hey, V. Yeah. Line them up.
I be in my Bible, I ain't got nothing else to do. You might live your life like you ain't got nothing to lose. I'm gon' stick with God, I ain't got nothing else to prove. I'm just being patient for the day where we gon' rule. A hard head, make a Saul. Boy, you know that. The prophet's trying to teach you, but hey, you ignore that. Everything you do on earth and heaven is recorded. Judgment day is coming, ain't no way we can avoid it. Still in your sins, but pretend like you righteous. Can't refute the scriptures, but you still try to fight it. You crawl in the dark with a lamp, but then light it. Claim you know the truth, but you still indecisive. Better pick a side, who gon' ride it, do or die. Cause Christ gon' crack the sky with that fire, they gon' fry. Chariots, they flying, we gon' rise like bye-bye. The other nations, they gon' have to pay for all them lives. True story. Babylon, yeah, it's coming down. Better not celebrate Esau holidays when they come around. We the real Jews of the Bible, they hate, we know it now. They can't, they know it now. Come with that false doctrine, we gon' throw it down. It won't be no peace until the day we get salvation. Yeah, 12 tribes of Israel, they the chosen generation. We scattered around the world in several locations. God gave us the promise, that's my motivation. Moving in the spirit, trying to leave behind my flesh. Damn, here come a test, I know it's gonna take my best. The devil trying to get me, trying to hit me with the flex. Trying to knock me off my spot, cause he knowing we got net. Judah be my tribe, catch a vibe, yeah, that's nice. Got the blood of Christ, I feel like a lion. Holy hill of Zion, we ain't never dying. We gon' stand tall in the end like a giant. Two nations, one blood, we stand on that rock. We come from that stock, don't act like you shocked. We on God's mission till it's sold up or on lock. The heathen, they might be on top, but they on the clock. Outro, do the blood. Let's go. Israel, cursed in the city, part 1.
Nehemiah chapter 8 and verse 8. So they read out the book of the law of God distinctively and gave the sense and caused them to understand the reading.
Hey, what we doing? We understand it. Let's get into it. We understand it. We scriptures fluently. We understand it. That's what the topic be. We understand it. Prophecy. Hey, what we doing? We understand it. Let's get into it. We understand it. We scriptures fluently. We understand it. That's what the topic be. We understand it. Prophecy.
There we go. I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm only working on the energy of the Lord that he sent me. Hey, your mic off? Hey, we got brother Mike off, man. We can't hear him on the ones and the twos, man.
Mic 6. I got it.
Nah, you off,
I got it now. We good.
Man, you know he's 60, bro. Turn it on, bro. Hey, push that button that's on the.
I think that's it right there.
It's a small button that's on there, bro.
Is it this piece?
Nah, definitely.
It's better right here, man. Hey, this another episode of Understanding Prophecy. That's right. And we coming to you with one of the nice topics of tonight. Hey, what you said the topic was again?
Hey, entitlement and married to the money.
Man, look, man. You know all people, especially all sisters, man. Now, some brothers, it's very rare you hear about the brothers, but you do have them out there. What's that brother name that Mary J. Blige? And then after a couple of years, he divorced and got the money.
I don't know it now.
I don't know his name, though.
But he did it, though.
You
know what I'm saying? It's out there. The
Right.
brothers do it, but it more so come from the side of the sister. They always marrying for the money.
Right.
That mighty, mighty dollar. You know what I'm saying? It's a sister that this sister that I forgot her name, but somebody y'all can look her up. Bow Wow baby mama. She got a baby by Bow Wow.
Yeah.
She got a baby by an NFL player.
Right.
She got a baby by Future.
Hey, I posted the picture, officer. They can pull it up real quick.
Hey, pull that up first, man. To give y'all a great detailed breakdown of what this topic is going into.
She ain't never got to worry about nothing.
Man, I said the same thing, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't say the same thing. I said, look, she using the wisely around this junk, man. She wise to do evil with the box, man.
The daddy is wise to do
Hey,
evil.
but listen, though.
Good Lord.
Now, I will say this. Most of our sisters ain't making choices like that. You know, if you going to make a choice, you know what I'm saying, which the choice supposed to be. Give me Hebrews 13 and 4 so we won't start this off the wrong way. You know me. Y'all got to pull me back in. I jump right into it, man. Huh? Oh, dang, we ain't even introduced, man. God, I forgot, man. See, he wanted his introduction, man. He was like, hey, we got to be introduced so that I can, you know what I'm saying, they can know I'm on the show. Understand, man? Hey, this is IUIC Memphis with Understanding Prophecy, and I am your host, Officer Daniel, and to my right,
Officer Minicum.
and to my left,
Hey, I'm Officer Hackham.
and to my far right.
Officer Bezalel.
And guess what? Don't forget about the reader.
Saul, man, I'm just on profitable serving.
Hey, man. Hey, I'll praise this brother trying to put him a quick brick in before he go to work. Hey, so I'll praise the Most High, man. Bless that brother, man. Hey, but yeah, though, give me that in Hebrews 13, verse 4 real quick, man, before, you know, we jump this junk off. And so y'all can know what area we going into before we get into it. Read what you got.
The book of Hebrews, chapter 13 and verse 4.
Uh-huh.
Marriage is honorable.
So God look at marriage as an honorable thing, and not just marrying anybody. You got to marry a person. You got to prove a person and marry that person that's in the Lord, that's keeping his statutes, laws, and commandments. Read on.
Right?
Marriage is honorable in all, and the bed undefiled.
Now, when you think about marriage, and the reason why God using the word, he using the word saying that it's honorable. Why? Because marriage is the first step to building a nation. That's why I said with sisters and brothers, be careful how you deal with your kids and how you treat them, because ultimately you will be destroying the next 3 generations. The next 3 generations off that one child. Whatever you implement, whatever you instill in that child, he's going to teach it to his child, and they're going to teach it to their child. That's 3 generations. So guess what? If you put and instill destruction, if you instill chaos, evil, emotions, so on and so forth, the next 3 generations are going to be affected from what he saw in the household of you bringing him up.
Right.
All right, read on.
But whoremongers and adulterers, God will judge.
And we see our people getting judged. They getting judged. Those whoremongers that's out there sleeping from sister to sister to sister, sleeping from brother to brother to brother. And like we going into the topic, they're sleeping concerning the careers. Who I lay down with is going to be based off whether he's a high value man. Right. Whether he got the bag or he's chasing a bag, just like a lot of these dating shows, the Pop the Balloon show.
Yeah.
They are dating off of what his status is in the earth. And some of these sisters crazy. Some of these brothers, they got good jobs, so on and so forth. And these sisters like, hey, they more so trying to go viral. But I ain't going to go into it no more. But, you know, you're going to get judged. You know, that's thus says the Lord. It ain't nothing personally that I got against you. It's just God's word.
Hey, officer.
Yes, sir.
And it's a construed high value man thought. The way they think of a high value man is just a whole bunch of money.
Yeah, a whole bunch of money and big feet.
But a high value man comes with more than just money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You may have a man that know how to work on a car. He's a mechanic.
Yeah.
That's a high value man.
You damn sure need
You know
a
what I'm
mechanic,
saying?
boy. I need one now.
Right.
But go ahead.
Cause see, it take a whole lot of money to take care of a car.
Hey, bro.
You know what I'm saying? If you may have a man who know how to keep up the yard. May have the same man who know how to take care of the car and keep up the yard.
Yeah.
And the same man may know how to do things around the house.
Man, you need
That's a high value man.
Man, you need a man just off the fact of protection nowadays.
Yeah.
A lot of them sisters don't see that.
Nah,
they don't
they don't.
see that. They look down on brothers that like brothers got their own businesses or own lawn services or whatever.
Nah, they ain't trying to hell no.
Right, they
bro.
look down
They
on
ain't
those
tryna
things.
They ain't trying Northern Kingdom. You watch Northern Kingdom. Watch Northern Kingdom. Hey, Pablo. Hey, you need your door cut? Man, soon as the door open, guess what? The woman coming out with him.
Right.
While
She
he
right there
cutting
with
the
him.
grass, she edging
Hey.
something. She doing something else productive with the kids.
You sure ain't lying.
Go ahead, Oz.
You sure ain't lying, because I seen them before. Hey, out there on the job, when we out there on the job and they working on these new houses.
Yeah.
You see they wives and they women right there with them.
Right there.
Right there with them, working on the house, painting and everything, mud and walls and
Man,
everything.
they got the caulking and all that stuff. What all that material stuff? You the construction man. They got all that stuff in their hair, paint, all that stuff, man. The kids got paint. You know what I'm saying? I walked in the store one day, and it was 3 Northern Kingdom brothers. They was older men, but you could see the paint and stuff all over them. And they had their young sons with them. Their sons probably about 12, 13, 14. They had paint and stuff all over their clothes. You know what I'm saying? So I had a Northern Kingdom family that was cutting, but they came over my yard, got bagged up, so I called them. Well, they came over, serviced my yard, charged me $100, but it was himself, his wife, and his 2 sons.
The whole family.
Bruh, his 2 sons. And they was out there working. His wife was out there working.
Everybody but the baby.
Bro, you know how the grass get real tall? And you ain't got no lawnmower with a mulching kick on there to make the grass even.
Yeah.
Bro, they's raked. You know how big my yard is. Bro, they raked the whole yard, bro. They had like 17 bags on the side of the road,
Don't play
man.
with them,
I was
man.
like, here go your $100, sir. You ain't gonna find that type of work nowhere, man.
They earn their money.
Hey,
man. I
for
tell
real,
you.
but they be on it, bro. They be on it, man.
Yeah, and like you said, Officer Daniel, Officer Miniger, you know you the construction brother.
Yeah.
And when they building them houses, like Officer Hogg was talking about, they wives come through and clean, and like it's like a cleaning that the house got to have like right after construction. That's
Yeah.
a different type of cleaning.
Yeah, that is.
And my wife's sister, she was doing it. Sister cleared like 100 and some thousand.
Oh yeah, it's money in there.
Doing
now.
that thing.
money.
Because
Doing that.
you know how important that is, because that's gonna be that clean is gonna be the clean for the open house for the buyer.
right. Exactly.
So everything gotta be spick and
gotta
span.
be
You know
clean
what I'm
up in there.
saying? So yeah, that is.
Yeah,
Hey,
Northern Kingdom monopolized this
Man,
thing.
Northern Kingdom
and
cut up.
and Judah be mad. Like
Yeah.
they be like, man, they letting the Mexicans in, taking all the jobs
bro,
and
they
stuff like that.
different, bro.
No, they in here earning the job.
They earn the job, and then
Yeah.
it's like, bro, you know, they took this land from them,
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm saying? Parts of this land they took
Right.
from them.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
Bro,
crazy.
bro,
The hatred real.
bro, you know you ain't finna work like them.
You ain't finna do it.
You just ain't cut like that, bro.
Sister, you ain't about to get out there and do that.
Bro, you ain't for the dollar amount, the currency amount that they taking for the work that they doing. You ain't finna do it, black
about
man.
to
It
do
just is what it is. Judah, we up in America and we done wax fat a little bit, man.
Try
You
to
know
get
the
that
section,
job.
the section
we
8
looking
and
for.
EBT. We done wax fat on the government assistant. Man, when Northern Kingdom come over here, they finna live 15 in one house, and then they finna buy the next house, and then they finna split that 15 up to 7.5 and 7.5. You know what I'm saying? They may spend a night over here one night and the next night over there, so on and so forth. And then they finna buy the third house, so on and so forth. And they keep monopolizing on that until they done bought like 10, 15 houses in that community. And then now, guess what? They going all the way to Mexico and bringing back the whole family over here.
You do the same thing.
Right, and then now you got a whole community, a whole apartment complex with them over there, just like right up the street. You know what I'm saying? It's just certain stuff that we ain't do because we look at the value amount, and that's all sisters choose their husband according to the value amount. They look at the value in the man, not the value that the man brings in regards to how much money he can accumulate. They look at, okay, is he Is he business savvy? Is he business minded? Can he use his hands and create some type of wealth? But and then they marry. They marry first.
Yeah, they get
they be
married.
struggling together.
Right.
They be broke.
And monopolize.
And they monopolize on that.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you another
Go,
way
go,
they
go.
monopolize. Like you said, they come out and they clean. But the whole time the construction going on, guess what else they doing?
What?
They coming out there at 11:30, pull up on the lot with hot food in the
Oh,
truck.
yeah.
They feed all
They
the people,
everywhere.
and the people that don't even know this out there.
Yeah, they
The other
going
Mexicans
crazy
that-
with the
Man,
food
they
trucks.
making money.
But they capitalize. But they
Man,
get that
look.
from Esau. They capitalize on everything. Just like out here. You got the fruit truck. You have a Soul Train line right across there. Over there, they didn't start putting up a tent selling shoes and stuff. Then they got their own store over there. You know what I'm saying? They monopolize on capitalism, bro. They know this is a buying society, so let us sell everything.
And they go through stuff too. Also, I live in pretty much a majority Northern Kingdom.
Right, yeah. They stay on the left
Neighborhood.
side of you, in front of you.
And they one thing they don't do, because we know they turned up right here at the stove.
Oh, yeah.
But I live around them. They do not bring it to the crib.
I know.
They don't bring that crazy stuff.
It's quiet over there.
It be quiet.
You might get a chicken walking through your backyard.
We're gonna get some chickens walking through the yard for sure. You know what I'm saying? But they don't bring it to the crib. So one thing they do, they like you said, look at the value in the brother, opposed to trying to beat the brother down for what he don't have. You know what I'm saying? So they have problems, but they do stick together in a marriage and as a whole, as a tribe, as a whole, for real.
Right. Yeah. That's Northern Kingdom, man. Hey, shout out to Northern Kingdom.
Hey, I'm
What you
glad
got?
they're here, man. I'm glad they're in the truth. But I can't wait till they start rubbing off on Judah, man.
Man,
Because
bro,
when they start
it's
rubbing
gonna
off
be a
on
reality
Judah,
check
it's
for
gonna,
Judah,
it's
man.
gonna go to a whole nother
it's
level.
gonna go to a
for us.
whole nother
a
level,
lot
man.
a lot of brothers that call themselves Judah might just be Northern Kingdom. But
I
hey,
said
I don't know.
Judah mindset, bro.
Yeah, they got a Judah mindset, because Northern Kingdom. One thing about Northern Kingdom, they love their people. The ones that don't think they Esau, but they love their people, man.
yeah. But look, play them two clips, the pictures rather.
What we got?
Show the two pictures real quick, right? These are the type of women that hunt for men like this.
Oh, Lord.
Good Lord, they got them already.
This sister that been from who she was dealing with first, Scottie Pippen.
Scottie Pippen, and then
Then
Michael
Jordan's son,
Yep.
and now she got her eyes set on LeBron James' son.
One thing I can say about this sister from her track record, she like balls.
She-
She love balls. I can tell you that.
Amazing.
You know what I'm saying? You decipher which ones you like. Whether they on the court or off the court.
yeah, but this sister's she just strictly out for the bag, strictly out for the bag.
Bro, she ain't
That
she in
sister,
her
man,
50s?
that sister got kids probably older than
Older
him.
than him,
So
bro.
they dating?
That's who she wanted.
Nah,
who she
you
got her
know, it
eyes set on
started
now.
like this, bro. It
Oh,
started
okay.
with a text message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy
It
work.
started with a text. What's that dang on basketball player that he told J-Lo to answer her direct message that he sent her, and she answered. She said, "Do you have a ring?" I forgot his name, man. The one that they said could be Michael Jordan's son. Like he got features like Michael Jackson.
I don't know who that is.
I forgot his
I know
brother
what you're
name.
talking about, though.
They call him.
Yeah, they call it. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
you talk his
not
name?
not him.
Oh, okay.
It's another brother.
The ball player.
Yeah,
He a
it's
ball
bas-
player.
it's
Did he
a-
play on this what is this USA team they just had?
Man, I don't know,
No, I
man.
don't
You
think he-
know,
I don't think he played
I
on
don't be looking at them sports. But yeah, he
Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy
Butler. Yes, yep. I
Oh,
know it.
Jimmy
I know
Butler.
it here. Yeah, he left a direct message in her message box a while ago, and she said something, and he commented on a post she made, and he was like, it'll be good if you just answer your direct message I sent you, and she was like, "What, you got a ring?"
Dang.
Show you
said J-Lo?
with J-Lo.
Man, yeah,
Man,
she
you know
been-
J-Lo been done for, man.
she-
she done been
Northern
everybody.
Kingdom, take the hit. We just big up you, Northern Kingdom. Now you gotta take the hit. You gotta build them up, and you gotta bring them down. But hey, that is what it is. J-Lo, man. Hey, this topic is going into, because she's our sister. And she got to get the message just like the rest of our sisters, man, and the choices that they make.
Yep.
But yeah, what we got?
Hey, show the next one. Show the next one real
That's
quick.
crazy.
She already out the little LeBron, man.
Already at him.
Hey, so I thought they was dating already, and I was finna just the respect level for LeBron James about to go back just a little bit.
Hey man, that's what I was saying.
Because man, he can't let that happen. Man.
Yeah, he
Come
better.
on, man.
He better not let that happen.
You better warn your child.
Yeah.
Hey, but the thing about it is, if he ain't already built that trusting relationship with his son, it don't matter what LeBron tell him.
Yeah, you right.
It don't matter what LeBron tell him. It don't matter what his mama tell him. Hey, man, one thing I've learned, one thing a wise man told me is never get in the way of a man cat. That's the meow. Don't get in the way of that brother meow, man. He'll go to barking. Man, he'll go to barking at you, man. You better stand back. But go ahead, though, man.
But this is some more. Show that. This is some more. A lot of these NBA players. Read that real quick. Go ahead.
Hip hop wave. Fans are saying older women on a mission trying to scoop up all the young rising superstars in the NBA.
These are these women that hang out in the clubs after the games and all of that, right? Got their eyes on these young brothers right here. Hey, and they falling for it, right? Like the brother there, 22 with a baby mama, all of them with baby mamas or whatever. They trying to get pregnant, right? They want the check. That's what it's all about.
That's crazy. All of them like almost 10 years older than the. 10
Hey,
years
what
older
that
than them.
junk at in Proverbs where it talks about the simple. Yeah. Proverbs 17.
Yes, 7. Yes, sir.
7. Yeah. Get that
What,
real
you want
quick.
726?
I think that's what I
I'm
want.
holding on to it.
Oh, you holding on to it? Hey, bring it out. Go ahead.
No. Good. Go ahead. I'm just holding on to
Man,
it.
bring the scripture out, bro.
Nah, go ahead. I was trying to wait for a good time, but go ahead.
Nah,
go
bro,
ahead.
you said you got it, bro. Go ahead. Read it for him, man. Bring it out, bro.
Go
It's
ahead.
on you.
Which one?
Read.
He said you want 26, didn't he?
Yeah, it was 7 and 26 that I want.
You want
Yeah,
7 and
give him
26,
7 and
okay.
26, and then you give me the other one.
Yes, sir. Book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 26.
My bad.
And I find more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets.
So we know these sisters right here. You 10 years older than these young men. We already know your mind is full of traps. You was looking for the long term payment plan. You know what I'm saying? They can't see it because it's lust for sure. You know what I'm saying? But these sisters right here, their hearts is full of snares and traps. Read.
And her hands as bands.
And their hands is banned, because I'm going to tell you, her hands, when they get you in the system to where you got to pay child support, and they put them bands on you for
It's
them,
gonna be a
20 plus
trap.
years.
Hey, cue the music up, man. He got a story he want to tell. I see there's a story in there, man.
The Lord,
You good?
the Lord to deliver me.
He delivered. He been delivered.
You can turn the music on. You can turn the music on. I've been delivered from that.
He been delivered.
I'm good. But these brothers here,
I tried, y'all.
yeah, it's over with. These brothers here, Lord's will keep staying the same. But these brothers here, they got bands. They gonna have bands on these brothers, because what they 10 years older than these men, right?
That's a
So
trap.
in another 10 years, you're gonna be 40.
Yeah.
He gonna be 32,
Them damn
looking for
eggs
somebody
gonna be
that's
shriveling up.
he
bro.
gonna be 32, looking for somebody that looked like you looked 10 years ago. Right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you already know the bitterness gonna kick in. That's when the child support gonna start.
Yeah.
And they gonna be like, so you've been with her, so it's 10 years then passed now, the child 10 years old, and everything you done bought, it was a gift.
It was a gift.
So now we gonna start that back pay
Right.
from
10 years back.
10 years back all the way up. And you know these brothers be paying some crazy
Bro,
child
they
support.
be paying crazy,
Crazy.
numbers,
Crazy child support
bro.
and crazy alimony. So these sisters' hands are as bands. Keep reading.
It's an evil world we live in.
Whoso pleaseth God shall escape her from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her.
And most of these brothers in sin, you know, most of these brothers, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna make a statement. The Israelites, we on another level as a whole, you know what I'm saying, community like they try to put us in. But that purple is everywhere. I know brothers are seeing what's what when it comes to who they are as a people, what we must do to keep God's commandment, what sin is. I feel like they know that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And a lot of these brothers, a lot of people is in will for sin right now. That's what Israel United in Christ is doing. Is putting that thing out there to where either you gonna serve the Lord or you gonna be in will for sin. So a lot of these brothers ain't gonna escape these women right here in their bands and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy work, man. Get that in Proverbs. You know, Proverbs just filled with so much wisdom. Start with Proverbs. It's just so much. I mean, God, 5. Start with 5 and 1.
Okay, Proverbs. The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 1.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump around a little bit. Read on. Read.
My son, attend unto my wisdom.
That's the reason why it's important to be, to have these scriptures taught to you the correct way, so you will know what choice to make in this thing called life. We've been get hold what you got. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 9 verse 16, and then we're gonna come back, because our people just be out here freelancing it, making all type of decisions as if they know what they doing.
Right.
They don't listen. These brothers that's in these pictures that we got up, they have no idea who they up against.
No, sir.
And that's the reason why they said more money,
More problems.
more problems. And that's all you seeing in these pictures is more problems to come to these brothers, to where Satan is going to sift them as wheat. And these same, and notice, it's all light-skinned sisters. Not nothing against the light-skinned sister, but something ain't right about them light-skinned sisters. I just say it is what it is, man.
Hey, leadership done brought it out, bro. They was like some brothers that be wanting Northern Kingdom.
Bro.
You gotta watch some of them. They only want, they like, why you want the sister? It's because she looked like, I think Bishop brought it out a while back in class. He just wanted the sister because how she looked.
How she look, bro.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, most of our Northern Kingdom sister was mixed. You know what I'm saying? They kinda,
yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah, brothers
Yeah,
better be in
man,
the
light
spirit with
skin,
them.
man. That Stockholm syndrome, man. They see massa in her. You know what I'm saying? Read on.
The book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and verse 16.
Uh-huh.
And hardly do we guess aright at things that are upon the earth.
So now go back to Proverbs 5 and 1. It says, hardly do we guess aright on things of earth. These brothers hardly able to guess aright on the things on this earth. Why? Because they are not they Bible was the ball. They instruction came. This mic messing up. Their instruction came from their father, came from their coach, came from whoever guided them and instructed them to where they the athlete that they are today, to the point where they weren't getting instructions on being wise from a scripture standpoint. They was getting instruction on how to dribble left, how to shake your opponent, how to read the floor, the foundation of the game, so on and so forth. That's what they was. That's where they wisdom come from. Read on.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 1. My son, attend unto my wisdom, and bow thine ears to my understanding.
Read.
That thou mayest regard discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge.
Read.
For the lips of a strange woman drop as a honeycomb.
That's what they telling all of these young men sweet nothings. Because you know when we young, we like to date older women. And then when we get old, we like to date younger women. Read on.
As a honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil.
And her mouth is smoother than oil. Meaning she telling you all these sweet nothings. And she also using her mouth as a thirsty traveler. That oil is smooth to her. Read what you got.
Verse 4. But her end is bitter as wormwood.
Now look up the insect, the wormwood. Don't look it up. I'm just saying it out loud. But the wormwood cause all type of destruction. It eat away at all type of leaves and trees, so on and so forth. Read on.
Sharp as a two-edged sword.
It says sharp as a two-edged sword. Read.
Her feet go down to death. Her steps take hold on hell.
It said her feet go down to death, meaning she's gonna have so much going on to the point where it rocks your world. She ain't gonna do nothing but surround you with nothing but situation where you're in nothing but chaos and stress. And we all know stress is one of the number one killers for all men in the community. That's why we die first. We the first one to go before the women. The women live 70, 80 years old. We check out of here 30, 40, 50 years old. We gone through booking, done for, then gave up the ghost. Why? Because of these hormones, these problems from the sisters that we surround ourselves with, that we make ourselves one with, and we ain't choosing them according to God's words.
Right.
All right, what y'all got, man?
But look,
That's about to break, eh?
Go ahead. On.
Give me Sirach. Sirach chapter 9 and verse let's start at verse 6. No, verse 5. Sirach 9 and 5.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9 and verse 5.
So these brothers should have been told this, like you were saying, man. You know, I almost lost all respect for
LeBron.
That man, yeah, LeBron. You know what I'm saying? But we don't know. You know, you never
Yeah, they
know.
say
like,
she just hit him up.
Yeah, you don't know.
Say
But
she
at the
just hit
same
him
time, if we know, he know.
Right.
If we know that she after his son, he know.
He need to be saying something.
He need to
him.
be saying something. This is the situation that these young men are in right here. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 9 and verse 5. Gaze not on a maid, that thou fallest not by those things that are precious in her.
Because see, those things that are precious in her, what the scripture talking about, they be sitting sideline with their breast out, with the low cut skirts on, all their legs out, with the high heels, with the red bottoms, whatever they call them. You know what I'm saying? They be out there with the blinkety eyes.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Long eyelashes, blinking at every ball bounce, like you said. They love the ball.
They love the ball.
You know what I'm saying? Every time the ball bounce, they just blinking. Every time one of the players look over there, they just lusting after them. You know what I'm saying? The men see them. You know what I'm saying? Greet on.
Verse 6. Give not thy soul unto harlots, that thou lose not thine inheritance.
Read that thing again, man. Read that.
Give not thy soul unto harlots.
It said, don't give your soul over to these harlots. Read.
That thou lose not thine inheritance.
Because you young men, y'all have inherited a whole lot of money.
Right.
A whole lot of fame. Because don't nobody know who they is until they meet you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Cold precept.
Don't give your inheritance over to these young women, because that's what you about to lose. Read on.
Verse 7. Verse 7. Look not round about thee in the streets.
So even though these young ladies ain't in the streets, even though we call it in the streets.
Nah, they are. You remember they call it outside.
Yeah,
we outside.
Yeah, they outside, but read on, watch this.
Look not round about thee in the streets of the city. Neither wander thou in the solitary places thereof.
In the solitary places. Everybody ain't in the basketball game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in that club that they leave to have the after party at. Those are solitary places that these young ladies at, seeking and hunting these young men. Read on.
Verse 8. Turn away thine eye from a beautiful woman, and look not upon another's beauty.
Go ahead.
For many have been deceived by the beauty of a woman.
Many have been what?
Deceived by the beauty of a woman.
We can see that right here. Many have been deceived. We got many stories up here about the deception of these women on these young men. Many stories. Go ahead.
For herewith love is kindled as a fire.
All right, that's all I got.
But look, let me back him up real quick. I know we got to go to break. But look, because he said something, right?
I just got a story I want to tell you.
All right,
Go ahead.
let's go back to Proverbs, right?
Proverbs, it's so much in Proverbs. We just can stay in Proverbs.
Give me Proverbs chapter 6. It started at verse 26.
5, 6, 7,
because you said a key word, right? And this is exactly what these women do. They hunt these brothers, right?
Yep.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 26.
Come on.
For by means of a whorish woman,
The whorish woman, right? Read.
a man is brought to a piece of bread.
So just like you said, they out there at the ball games, right? Showing they breasts with the little dressed on, right? Trying to lead them astray. Read.
And the adulteress will hunt for the precious life.
What she do?
Will hunt for the precious life.
These type of women, they hunt for brothers like this, like you just said earlier. They hunt them out. They go to the ball games and sit at the front row seats. Yeah. They in the clubs, right? Chasing these men, hunting these brothers down. Read.
Verse 27. Can a man take fire in his bosom?
Come on.
And his clothes not be burned?
Basically, it's saying these brothers need to watch themselves, right? Because you're playing with fire when you're dealing with these type of women right here, right? It can cause you a lifetime of hell, right? 18 years of struggle, right? Like a lot of brothers go through when it comes to the child support.
$75,000 a month.
Hey, like Tyrese.
What? $75,000?
I'm just saying.
Tyrese doing $75,000?
Nah. I'm just saying this how some numbers be come out.
Them numbers
Once
be
they
crazy.
get to add up, they be, hey, you owe her $75,000 a month.
I was reading a story on one of them when it said that he was paying the wife I want to say 40,000 a month or something like that. And she said it ain't enough. She need a $20,000 increase.
Hey, on that scripture you just read, some burns never heal right.
Right.
Some burns never heal right.
Nah,
You know what I'm saying?
you get burnt the wrong way.
Right.
Go ahead, Austin.
But that's it though. I know we got to go to break.
Yeah, we gotta go on break, man.
Get your libations, man. Get ready for that second half.
This year will make 12 years where my son have been murdered, and I started a new life once his life was taken, because I got to learn to live without him. We're going to keep raising hell till we get justice for you, baby.
Our people is your people, Miss Johnson. We're your brothers. We're your family. So we're here. And like I said before, it just begins now.
Keep the love and the faith and make it. Hey, we back, man. We in the building, man. Shout out to the leadership, man. Deacon Lava, man. We in the building. Hey, so 6 and start with. No. But no, it was 6. Give me 6 and 19.
Yes, sir. The book of Proverbs, chapter 6 and verse 19. A false witness that speaketh lies.
No. 5 and 19. My bad.
I got you. The book of Proverbs, chapter 5 and verse 19. Let her be as the loving hind and pleasant roe. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times.
And that's what our brothers looking at on the sideline, like Officer Minica said earlier. They on the sideline. They mind supposed to be on the game. See, it's 2 games that's being played that our brothers don't understand.
Say that.
They're playing in the arena, which is called the game, and the sisters that's there at the game watching them are playing their own game. So it's 2 games are being played, and they have a certain dress. That's the reason why. Give me the dress code in 1 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 9. That's the reason why these laws are so important. So when you get you somebody, you know they ain't after you for the wrong reason. Read that.
The book of 1 Timothy, chapter 2 and verse 9. And like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel.
So your breasts should be covered up. You know why they reveal their breasts, they reveal their buttocks, they reveal all these sexual mannerism with the eyelashes, the wet and wavy, the 22-inch Remy. You know why? The reason why they glorify the outside of them is because they have nothing else to offer. Damn. They said the more makeup, the more spirits. Because she has self-hatred going on, and we can easily identify with the fake weave, the fake eyelashes, the fake eyebrows. I watched a sister tear. Me and my wife was watching, I think it was on Facebook. This sister pulled, you would think like my forehead skin, you know, you should easily be able to see that. You know what I'm saying? But it was like you could see her forehead, and then you would see her where her hair started at. So we thought. She then pulls the wig, and it like the skin opened up. And she underneath there.
She was a whole different person.
Her damn hair was no longer than the tip of my damn nail.
It was like witchcraft.
My wife said she all the way bald head. She on another level of bald head. But it's because the outer appearance, our sisters, this is how they get the men. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that goes into, like we said, a topic of the class. But now we got, y'all said, wait, that video?
Yeah, we got it.
All right, go ahead, man. So we finna go back into the segment of Hell No. Led by Officer Bezaliah himself, man. Get the people what they want.
We got the right video, man. Let's go and knock it out right quick. Play it. No sound. Ain't no sound.
We ain't got no sound.
If it ain't no sound, it's cool. Just let it play. I narrate it. Go ahead. All right, so right now what you see is this sister right here is showing her young son how to cook up coke, to cook up crack.
Yeah.
That's what she's doing right now.
Baby style.
I'm sure that it can't be no positive father in the house right here. You see what I'm saying? Let's go and get straight to it. Give me a second Ezra 5. Ain't no man in the house around there with no type of wisdom.
That's crazy work.
You know what I'm saying? Get that up. Second Ezra 5 and 8. This was going on right here. So this is why our women can't be left alone with the children.
Man.
Talking about completely alone to where you just ain't around nowhere. This is why, because folly is going to take place. Read that second Ezra 5.
The book of second Ezra, chapter 5 and verse 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and a fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places, and mistress women shall bring forth monsters.
Isaiah 3:12. So it said, our women was going to bring forth monsters. What she doing right now, she is creating a monster.
Right.
Man.
She is creating a monster. I'm not even sure if crack is still a thing right now, but he going to get his...
Crack is like marijuana now.
He gonna get his hands in something that's just as bad as crack, or just as bad as crack was. You know what I'm saying? Which destroyed our community. A lot of them brothers that was offered to that game back in the day, they was monsters. You see what I'm saying? Monsters. They destroyed the community, and most of our brothers back then was raised by single women, just like this. Read that right there.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 3 and verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors.
So guess why? These young men right here, when they grow up and they selling drugs on the street, they don't care about nothing but that. And if you get in the way as a man trying to step in to save that community, if you get in the way, oppression is going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Them young brothers will goddamn follow you to the house, harass you, all type of stuff to make sure that money still keep coming in. Read.
And women rule over them.
And women rule over us right now. Our women is ruling. That's why our kids out of order. That's why the nation is out of order, right? So, hey, that's another Hell Nah segment. We got to come back to the Most High God and how he expect us to be as a family, and that's man, woman, children, so we can keep the order. We can stop this type of madness that's going on in our neighborhoods. That's another Hell Nah segment.
Hey, that's the reason why it's very important, and tradition-wise, that we upheld, where when the woman left the house of the father, the next person that she was given to was her husband.
That's right.
That's right.
Because we know a man have to be somewhere.
Yep.
And we wasn't giving her over to a light man. 9 times out of 10, if we giving our daughter over, and for those that had brothers back then that they brothers died, and then like Esther and Mordecai. Mordecai he was dealing with Esther like his own daughter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So whether it be that case or whether it be your actual daughter, we already proved the family to see if this person was compatible in wisdom and understanding of God's word before we gave her to him.
Right.
It wasn't well, I like how he looked. Oh, yeah, he said yes, sir, all the time. Who gives a damn about him saying yes, sir, all the time? 9 times out of 10, when that young man come over that young lady house or whatever, that's all 100% representative.
Yeah.
I've done it. You've done. All of us done this
He got
thing.
his mask on.
Right. I'm talking about but us as men, we see right through it. We know we like, it's only so long this little nigga here gonna show his real true colors. And then you see him around the city terrorizing the damn city. And you be like, oh, hell no. I can't let my daughter continue to see this dude. These for the people that's in the world. I'm giving worldly scenarios because we ain't rolling like that in the truth. It is what it is. We can see the nigga a mile away.
A brother can tell how, if you come and your shirt ain't ironed a certain way.
Yeah, we already know some off.
Brother with a daughter that love his daughter, he was like, nah. It's like, how long you been working at your job? You done had 8 this year?
Yeah.
Shalom, brother.
Don't let it be Officer Ben and I. Hey, he checking you at the door, man. You know what I'm saying? But it's because you want to make sure you giving your daughter over to somebody that can fulfill your shoes.
That's right.
That person got to be able to take your place from that father figure to you now being the head over this daughter that was once his, well, still is his, but in regards to the change in power structure where you're the father and you over her much rather than you're the husband and now you over her. You can't just give her to anybody, so on and so forth. So these things are very key, and this is one of the main reasons why our communities is downtrodden and destroyed. And the other nations, they know that. That's the reason why the biggest thing was for Satan to attack in the Garden of Eden was the marriage. That was the first thing, because he know if I could destroy the marriage, that unity and that nation building can be slowed down. So now when you get to Genesis, the 4th chapter, guess what? Now you got Cain going against his brother, all because of that sin started in disforming of the marriage.
And that circle right back down to the topic that we on. The marriage, how we look at marriage, is jacked up. That's why these young men are dealing with the women that they dealing with. That's why these women, you being 10 years older than these young men, thinking that's the way you need to go, all because of money.
Yeah.
But hey, like you said though, Satan attacked the marriage in the garden. That's one of the first things that he attacked. Yeah. He knew this. Give me Sirach 25:1. Sirach 25 and verse 1. Go ahead and read.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 25 and verse 1. Read. At 3 things I was beautified and stood up beautiful before God and men.
Read.
The unity of brethren.
The unity of brethren. Read.
The love of neighbors.
The love of neighbors. Come on.
A man and a wife that agree together.
Satan hate that thing, right? He hate that thing when a man and a wife agree together. Right, because he know when a man and a wife agrees together, he know that we gonna have those strong black families. That's right. The women gonna raise the children in the proper manner, in the right way. Right. The father's gonna be there taking care of the household and commanding his household. Right. When a husband and a wife agrees together. So yeah, Satan gonna attack that thing, and like you said earlier, hey, that's why you got these women, they chasing the men for the bag now. Right, they just only marrying for the money. Right? Nobody's proving nobody. They're just marrying for the money. But hey, let's play video 1.
Yeah, video 1.
Damn, we just on video 1.
Video 1.
Jesus, take the wheel around this jet.
Which gender is more likely to practice hypergamy?
Men. Females.
Females? Why do you say men? Why do you say females?
It's just naturally in them to do that.
No, females marry higher up all the time.
Okay.
They marry for money.
Okay, so they're not going to mess with a guy that's broke. I mean, if you're a guy that's broke and you have nothing to offer a woman, right, why would a woman mess with you? Most women will not. Okay, so, you got to have something going for you as a guy. Good personality, good looks, none of that means nothing. Most women want stability as in money and, as a lifestyle.
Like when you talk about the big dream is like, oh, I want to live in maybe a big house and marry into a good life and stuff like that.
All right, so what do you say? How you pronounce it? Hypergamy.
We might need to put the definition up on
Put the definition. Hypergamy.
Look that up.
Hypergamy.
But it means somebody who marries somebody higher up or somebody with more status than them. Right. For instance, you see that in the entertainment world where you see the Kim Kardashians and the Kanye West or whatever. You marry him to get to raise your status level up a little higher. Right. So women tend to do those things like she was like the lady was saying earlier, right? But the brother, even Edomite on there, he has some good points as well, because it ain't nothing wrong, right? We want to marry for some stability. Nobody wants to
marry a bum.
A bum, right? So you want some stability in that thing. Give me Sirach 29 and 21.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 29 and verse 21.
Read.
The chief thing for life is water.
These are the chief things that a man should provide, right? Read.
And bread. And clothing.
Read.
And house to cover shame.
So if you can't provide these things, you shouldn't be dealing with women anyway, right? If you can't provide these things, if you don't have a steady job or whatever the case may be. But some brothers do. Some brothers bring in millions of dollars, right? And they bring in millions on top of millions. And a lot of these women, they marry because of that.
They'll give you a definition right there.
Yeah, go ahead and read it.
Hypergamy.
Hypergamy.
Well, that ain't right there.
Oh, I pronounced it right?
Yes, sir.
What I'm talking about, man. Hey, man.
College did something.
Boy,
The
somebody went to
hypergamy.
college for me.
The action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background.
So just basically you trying to marry higher up for status because a lot of women do that. Especially women. A lot of women marry men for status or whatever. Dude look like a gorilla, right? And you got
Flavor Flav. Ain't no way, bro. Ain't no way. Go ahead, bro. That's your area. Go ahead, Go ahead. I see it all on you, bro. Go ahead. Go into it, bro. I just mentioned it.
But look, when you said it, I was like, man, you showed right. That type of dude got 18 women in the house going crazy. No, they want the money.
Bro, that's it.
They was in it for the money and the fame. That was it.
Yeah,
I don't think he even chose one of them. He ain't with now one of those women.
No, he ain't with now one of
New
those.
York, she was the one that went crazy out of everybody to the level that she went, and she ain't with him.
No,
you know what I'm saying? But she got
he pronounced that word.
Bro,
Right?
Sociological.
Yeah,
sociological. When I read, I said, I hope he don't miss something.
So see the school did
He
him
got
good.
it. You know what I'm saying? I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, that brother smart, man.
I forgot he went to college.
See the school did him very well. Right? Hey, let's cue up. Let's play video 4 real quick. Video 4. All right. Before we play this video, let me read something because this popped in my head. Proverbs, I think it's 19:2.
Sure. The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 2.
Come on.
Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
Say it again.
It also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
Scripture say, hey, the soul that be without knowledge, it is not good, right? The Bible tells us, right, to prove one another, to get to know somebody before you start to deal with them in those, in a sexual manner, right? Or marriage or whatever the case may be. But a lot of our brothers and sisters, we jump head first in there, and therefore these are the things that happen later on after. Play the video.
Hey, officer, you want to read that? Read that. You got to read that second part right there. It's going to go crazy.
And he that hasteth with his feet sinneth.
Bring it out.
So it said he that hasted with his feet sinneth, right? So these brothers see these sisters. Like I think also said earlier, nobody's proving nobody.
No, nobody.
Sisters come to the basketball game butt naked, brothers hasty.
Right,
They just ready to go and jump on that, and you end up in sin.
Exactly.
You end up in sin, you end up like, hey, some brothers, they go through this, what the brother about to talk about. Play the video.
Say you met a guy you was in a relationship for 4 years. You don't want to be with this guy. You got 3 kids with him. He's worth, let's just say $20 million. He's built up. You both in your 30s. What is fair for you to get out of that $20 million that he built for himself?
Literally half.
What?
Stupid. That's why America's fucked. And this is why no man should get married. If you can get with a guy for 4 years and take half of his money, that guy took 20 years to build that wealth. And for a woman to come into a man's life once he's at his peak success and say, I won't have, it's kind of fucked up.
That's fucked up with 4 kids.
Listen, I will give you the house on the golf course. You can have a G-Wagon, okay? And your bills will be paid. But you're not getting half of my money. It doesn't take half for me to give you a $500,000 house. It doesn't take half for me to give you a $150,000 car. And it doesn't take half for me to give you $5,000 to $10,000 a month. That's all you need.
That's all you need. And she was like, hey, I get half of it, right? Felt entitled to half this dude's money, right? A lot of women think like that.
That's crazy.
That's real crazy. Like that's insane to even think of that. Hey, what's the song? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't with me shooting in the gym, so why are you entitled to half?
For real though, she didn't do anything to earn any of that money. She didn't go through any of the struggles that he went through to get to a status to where he's now owning and having the ability to make such money. But she want to come into his life after a few years and say, hey, I need half of that.
Right.
Give me half of it. I'm just as important. Now she did say, "Well, I got 4 kids," and it still don't take that much to take care of 4 kids.
No, he was saying, "I'm gonna give you a $500,000 house." What did he say? $150,000 car.
Yeah,
right.
And $10,000 a month.
$10,000 a month.
And he said your bills paid for. That's enough.
That's enough.
Everything else, she a grown ass woman. She should be able to act as such and provide the other things that the child should have.
Right. Pull
You
her
know what I'm
weight.
saying?
Right. And do her job. Right.
He did the bigger part. The house, the transportation, and the bills.
Hey, that's why those prenups are important, right? You put that stuff in writing, and those prenups that protect your wealth, protect whatever it is that you got.
Yeah.
But like we just read earlier, read it again, Proverbs 19:2.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19 and verse 2. Also, that the soul be without knowledge, it is not good.
It is not good that soul that be without knowledge, right? Not having no type of understanding of the Bible, right? Because the men and women, they understood the Bible. Hey, you'll marry a woman that's after your mind or understands things as such. Give me, what's that? Psalms 45, I want to say. Psalms 45 and 10.
Yeah. Oh,
Is that what it is?
Which one you want?
Psalms 45 and 10.
The book of Psalms, chapter 45 and verse 10. Hearken, O daughters, and consider, and incline thine ears. Forget also thine own people.
So forget thy own people, read.
And thy father's house.
And thy father's house. Not saying just completely forget your father or nothing like that, but now you're about to, because like also Daniel was mentioning earlier, when the daughter leaves the father household, now she's becoming another man's possession or whatever, right? So that's important. But read.
Verse 11. So shall the king greatly desire thy beauty.
Come on.
For he is thy Lord.
He is thy what?
He is thy Lord.
A lot of sisters don't understand that. A lot of sisters don't understand that man is the Lord in the house. Right? Read.
And worship thou him.
What that sister supposed to do?
Worship thou him.
You got to read it again because sisters in the world don't know this. Read.
For he is thy Lord, and worship thou him.
Sister, you're supposed to worship that man, right? That man is the Lord in your household, right? Because the Lord got the order written in, 1 Corinthians 11.
Yes,
We get that real quick. 1 Corinthians 11.
So they just killed that whole little doctrine of how sisters be like, I'm married to Christ.
No.
Sisters want to go straight to Christ in the Christian church.
Sister got to go to the man.
Right.
She got to go to the man.
We worship
bro.
Christ.
Right. She gotta
You worship us.
Right. Exactly.
She got to worship that man. Hey, she got to come through the man. I know sisters that hate the black man. They hate that thing. They don't want to give us our credit or whatever the case may be. But hey, the scripture can't be broken, sis.
Right.
That man is the Lord in the household. You got to worship that man.
That's right.
Hey,
That's
for
right.
the statement, I'm gonna let you read the scripture. But you said the sister hate the black man, like Trump said. Who else gonna protect you?
Right.
Bang.
Man, ain't nobody finna protect you.
Bang.
The damn Chinese and Japanese, they beat you up all sides your damn head.
Right.
The white man, you find yourself in a damn freezer and he eating off your body for the next damn year.
Yeah.
Hey, who else gonna protect you other than the man that look like you?
That's right.
But guess what? It's gonna be a rude awakening out the wild when this damn third woke get ready to break off.
Yeah.
You're gonna need protection. You're gonna need survival skills. You're gonna need a provider. And in that day, we're going to remember all y'all loudmouth sisters. The Lord going to bring everything back to our remembrance. You think you're going to get away? Nah, In that day and time, we're going to know who the hell you was. But go ahead.
That very sister going to be standing in the front. The
Man.
one that said, y'all ain't this.
Yeah.
Go out there. This is going to have, you're going to have to meet a standard.
Yeah, it is going to be a standard in the earth.
Just because you got a big butt in a nice face.
Hell no.
That ain't going to get you in, sis. Just because you sitting court sides with your titties out.
Nah.
That ain't going to get you in, sis.
That ain't going to get it. We're going to have questions. You're going to be a biblical trivia around this joint. To see where your mind at. To see where your damn head, where your head at.
Hey,
Shorty, where your head at. And we ain't talking about fellatio either. Damn.
You know all we going to have to do? We just got to just put that Psalms 45 and 10 he just read up on the... right above the door as you coming in. And everybody, they get the glitching out and going into like what they call it when they throwing up in the head, spinning around.
Oh, yeah.
Exorcisms, they start doing all that stuff. You already know you don't pay attention.
Yeah.
Read that. Go ahead, read.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 11 and verse 3. Come on. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ.
He said, but I will have you know, sister. Hey, the head of every man is Christ. Come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is who?
Is the man.
The head of the woman is the man.
Listen, once this class air, somebody gonna get to glitching as he reading this right now.
They gonna explode.
It's gonna be a glitch in the system as they listen to the words come out of God's mouth. But go ahead.
This is God's word.
Explode off that last scripture.
God, come on.
And the head of the woman is the man.
The head of the woman is the man, right, sister? I know you look at him as he ain't nothing sometimes, right? Because he probably can't take you on these type of trips or these other type of trips that you watching on YouTube.
What they say? I don't want no scrub. A scrub is a guy that can't get no love from me. Yeah. All on the damn passenger side.
Hey, but God, sister, hey, God said that man, that Israelite man, he's special, sis. Read it.
And the head of the woman is the man.
Come on.
And the head of Christ is God.
Uh-huh.
Every man. Keep on.
Where is it? Is it verse 8? 7 or 8?
Not of the woman?
Right.
Yes, sir. Verse 8. For the man is not of the woman.
The man is not of the woman, sis. Come on.
But the woman of the man.
The woman is of that man, sis. Like the scripture says, Genesis 3 and 16, right? Your desire is supposed to be to your husband, right? Your Lord, right? The one that's in the household. He's like Christ in the house. All right?
So sisters don't get simple. He just explained what Psalms 45 was talking about when they say worship. We ain't talking about worship, but it's like Christ in the most.
Right.
The scriptures tell you how to do it, and the officer just explain it.
Right.
They said worship.
They said worship. The hell?
Because you know they're gonna be screaming.
Simple as hell.
They're gonna be screaming at our sisters in idolatry.
Yeah, right. Yeah, see that? They said worship the men. Worship the men. You only supposed to worship Christ. This, that, and that. And the Most High God. Listen, man, that mean going into a door. Respect that man. Yeah. There's plenty of examples of our foremothers calling their husband Lord. Which what is going into the same thing. Reverence your husband.
And don't you women worship and idolize and honor and respect stuff and things?
Who that is? What that is?
These women. They honor, respect, and idolize stuff and things.
Oh, you said stuff and things. I thought that was you put it together. I thought that was a person. I was like, who the hell is
Who is stuff and things?
Who the hell is stuff and things, man? I said, who is that?
Who is
Who the hell stuff and things, man?
Hey, man, watch
They better
this.
stop worshiping stuff and things.
Hey, get on Isaiah 13:12. Isaiah 13:12. Because this is what you don't realize. It's a new generation in the earth right now.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? A new set of men in the earth right now that the Most High God is working on, and you're going to have to respect it.
That's
Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the gold wedge of Ophir.
Read that thing again, man.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold.
He said, I will make a man more precious than fine gold. The gold that y'all seeing these days ain't even defined as the golds. But he said more precious than fine gold. That means he's going to be so desirable that 7 women gonna want to take hold of one man.
Yes, sir.
So you women y'all gonna have to start realizing, look, that man that you get might be somebody. He just might be that man, because look, the Most High God working with these men. He bringing the wisdom and the understanding of who they are, what they should be doing on this earth, and things are making a full turnaround. A full turnaround, man. Men are more in their sons' lives. Men, there are more family men now than there has been in the last 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Things are turning around. And it just ain't because of money, because what? The water is rising, and it may just be a little bit above your head right there. I hope you don't drown. Go ahead.
What we got? What's the next video? Oh, you gonna bring something else out?
No. Play the next video.
Let's go with the next video.
That was random.
Rather have a child with a man who's financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who will be present in the child's life.
Am I getting child support? I take the financially stable. They're financially. Child support, financially stable.
Give me the one that's not in the child's life. We good. We got the money. We good.
He can pay the bills and help take care of them. They don't got to be there.
These are our
So
sisters.
what they gonna do? What they gonna do when their boys start acting effeminate? Nothing.
Go tell them to count their money.
Man, go tell them to make your money, baby. Get your money, child. That's what they gonna tell a little effeminate boy. What they gonna tell the little girl when she starts becoming very promiscuous?
You know what they tell them? They say, you sitting on your money maker.
Yeah, that's what they tell them.
That's crazy, man. The question said, would you rather have a child with a man who is financially stable but won't be in the child's life, or with a broke man who would be present in the child's life? What I see when I read this question is they don't give one damn a piece of hell about the child. It is not about the child whatsoever. But what all folks say, oh, it was Christmas come up, oh, I'm doing it for the kids. Thanksgiving come up, hey man, I'm doing it for the kids. Everything is for the kids. But we see that all folks use the kids as a tool for evil. And you wonder what they said, and mama wonder why her child so bad. Look where we at. Mama wonder why your child so bad. You raising them up on nothing but evil.
That's right.
It's all about me, my, and me. That's all. Me, my, me. The 3 M's. Because majority of our sisters don't give a damn, man. They just want to make sure their hair done, they nails done, they eyelashes done. They got on Fendi, Prada, Gucci, Louis, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? They got the long damn fingernails.
Stuffing things.
Yeah, stuffing things. They got stuffing things, man. They just out there all man called stuffing things, man. Saying, give me that in Sirach 31 real quick. Read that 31 and 1. We're gonna jump around in chapter 31.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31 and verse 1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh.
It says it does what?
Consumeth the flesh.
These sisters have a whole damn game plan on how they gonna trap these men that have status in the earth. That's the reason why they go above and beyond. They go in these courts. They deal with these lawyers, these judges. That stuff takes stress. It takes time. They just don't, oh, you awarded the money. No, it's a process, and they are willing to go through every step to get the bag. That's how they get the bag. They get the bag because, like their mother said, and their mother didn't necessarily have to say it. It could have been an auntie. It could have been a cousin. It could have been a friend. Look, your money maker is what you're sitting on.
Right.
It shows through their action. Read verse 6.
Verse 6.
No, 5.
Verse 5. He that loveth gold shall not be justified.
It said if you love gold, if you love money, if you make materialistic things, stuffing things, if you make this your idol, read.
And he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof.
It says you're going to have enough thereof what? Meaning evil is going to grow upon you. It's going to come. You're going to try to figure out why the hell all of this? Why I got to go through all of this? More money, more problems. Read on.
Gold has been the ruin of many.
There you go right there, because all people wax worse and worse because of paper. If you look up the dollar currency of the U.S. currency, the dollar, what is it backed on?
Nothing.
There's no resources that is backed. It ain't backed on gold, silver, copper. If you really, if you want to be realistic when it comes to value, the damn coins that we spend that is less than $1 is really more than the damn dollar. I mean, but ain't nobody thinking like that. They just after paper that has the white man face on there, and it validates status in the earth. And our sister go they go after it wholeheartedly. Like it says, read that again.
Gold has been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present.
It says, and their destruction was how did it ruin many? Because what our people, our brothers and sisters, they formulate a plan on different ways of evil to get to the bag. This is one way. Give me 10 and verse 9. Sirach, chapter 10, verse 9. This, you got to be at a destroyed state mentally to the point where you go after gold or money or materialistic things wholeheartedly to the point where you don't even trust and confide in the Lord. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 10 and verse 9. Why is earth and ashes proud?
This is man or woman. Read.
There's not a more wicked thing than a covetous man.
It said ain't nothing wicked than a covetous man or a woman. Read.
For such an one setteth his own soul to sell.
It says sell his own soul. Read.
Because while he liveth, he casteth away his bowels.
It said he casted away his bowels.
Meaning he gave everything up for
it. He gave everything up. And when you look at Hollywood, a lot of our brothers and sisters that get into these acting roles, a lot of our brothers and sisters that get into these roles where they financially stable, playing sports, so on and so forth, they ain't getting to these high paying positions for nothing. There's a behind the scene act that goes on. What you think they raided P. Diddy's house for? It wouldn't they didn't raid his house because he was doing something illegal as far as having illegal substance. He probably did, but that wasn't the reason that they raided his house. It was some videotapes that was there that needed to be confiscated by some high-mighty, powerful people, allegedly. And guess what? They didn't want their face out there on those videotapes doing the things that we're reading about right now in the scripture. Was that it on that?
Yes, sir.
Now go back to Sirach 31.
Start at 6 again?
No, start at 8 this time.
Let's skip 7?
No, go to 7.
Yes,
you in the spirit. Go ahead.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 31 and verse 7. It is a stumbling block unto them.
That it is, meaning that spirit that goes after wholeheartedly that gold, the material things, stuffing things. Read.
That sacrifice unto it, and every fool shall be taken therewith.
You know what it means by sacrifice unto it? Meaning you would give anything to be famous. You would give anything. I remember Bishop was bringing out how a sister, she was trying to sleep to the top. And her boss told her, hey, you got to sleep with the boss in order to move up in this company and be successful. And so she laid down with him. And then once she got up, got done, he basically tapped her on the shoulder or whatever, got her attention, was like, hey, that ain't it. I said you got to sleep with your boss. I'm just one of the many bosses that you have in order for you to get to the top.
I forgot what movie.
Said she opened up the door, and it was a damn whole line of men waiting on their turn. And she became famous.
Hey, also, you know, it's another way that our sisters or our people sacrifice, mainly our sisters sacrifice.
What's that?
For that money. A lot of our sisters will abort their babies.
Oh, yeah.
For positions at work. They like, I just can't have no kids right now, but you out there wilding.
Right.
So they'll sacrifice their kids for that money, you know what I'm saying, that position, that $200,000 job or that $100,000 job or whatever, that corporate job.
Or just not to be locked down at the house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because they want to get out there and hell, they want to be outside.
Yep,
I remember this brother, he was dealing with this sister, and they got into an argument, and they got on abortion, and she got sensitive, and she was like, "Well, tell them." He was like, "Tell them what?" He was like, "Well, tell them how many Plan Bs you had me take." And he was like, "How many?" She was like, 34.
Dang.
34 Plan Bs, bro. She took 34 Plan B pills.
You know that can mess her up though.
It'll mess her up. But guess what? That's also going into sacrificing your body.
Yep.
Hey, you know something else that's crazy on that topic right there though? Sisters, when it come to them having kids, they don't have to take no accountability for that thing. If they don't want the kid, they just can abort it. You know what I'm saying? We were talking about
America has given them that freedom.
right.
Yeah,
And
that's that Jeremiah 31 for the woman have compassed the man.
Yeah, right. And we you know what I'm saying, I have to be on child, like we talking about child support earlier. You know what I'm saying? All praise to the Most High. I'm in a position, Officer Daniel, to where it could go either way. I just, the Lord made a way.
The Lord on your side,
the Lord made a way for us to be in mind to be able to.
Yeah, the Lord gave you
get some
gave
paperwork
you a
between us. And
situation.
we can sell it ourselves. But some brothers, but it can go either way. Let's say get the devil on them.
Right.
But it can go any way. But some brothers I be put in that situation, and they got to take full accountability.
Ain't no
Why
way
this
around
sister
it,
that
man.
took 37 Plan Bs,
Yeah.
and then had 16 abortions. You know what I'm saying? Now she done finally let one come through, and she trying to.
Cause she tired of killing.
Right. She a
got
murderer.
she a damn murderer. So she was like, I at least gotta have one.
And put it all on that brother.
And she put it all on him.
He
And
gotta
put
have all the
her-
accountability.
But think about the psyche of that individual.
It mess him up.
Like that car garages with 17, 18 cars, antique cars, all manner of ATVs and everything. They utilize the finances so they can buy a damn watch that costs $1 million. A watch that costs $1 million.
Watch don't do nothing different but tell
Negroes
the time.
is crazy.
300,000 on a chain.
Bruh, on a chain, bro.
What does the chain do?
Bruh, the Jacob make the TikTok. Whatever the hell they be saying.
Yeah, whatever they say, man.
That's crazy, man. But what we got to do,
It's
bro? What we
stupid,
got?
bro. But yeah, play video number the last video.
Or I got this idea to tell you that you need to do your research, and if you're dating a black man, it is your responsibility to understand the history and the trauma of slavery.
And you was one of your initial classes, one of the first classes you had, you noticed that it was predominantly non-black women who were going in there studying black men.
I started teaching a black male course because it was needed. I noticed I started to get this population of white women.
Yeah.
I don't know why they were there. When I began to kind of ask them, in the hallways, under the, why are you taking this class? And I started to find, oh, well, my boyfriend is, and I want to understand him and his family, or, I'm trying to date some of the men on the basketball team or football team or whatever, but I don't understand them. So another 3 or 4 years after that, I noticed the population shifted from, white women to Latinas, and the Latinas were coming in with the same kind of intensity.
You're literally telling me that you had a class that was dedicated to black men, where black women have an opportunity to study their men, understand what they're going through, understand how to relate to them better. And instead of us doing that, you have other women of other ethnic groups, other races going in, taking note, using that as ammo to get the quote unquote best men out there. So it's like,
That's it.
Wow.
So yeah, white women was going in there studying the black men. Hey, like the scripture say, these people, they do a diligent search.
Right.
Hey, what's that scripture? What's that? Psalms what? Or what's the script? They do a diligent search.
Diligent search.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
Read that when you get it.
No.
It's 64.
Yes, sir. I think it's 64.
Yeah. Read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64 and verse 6.
Come on.
They search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search.
These people, they do a diligent search. As you can see that they women, they on the same page, they do a diligent search, right? They went in there to study the black man. How can I get this man? Right? That's why you see so many of them at these basketball games like we was mentioning earlier. You see so many of them, they go and hang out in these clubs. They always wear these wealthy black men beat. Why? Because they do diligent searches, right? They search how to get the bag, and then once they get it, then they take it back to their people. Like look at what's his name? Tiger Woods, right? What did she get? She got like a big old bag up out of him, right? a big bag up out of him. But read it again.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search.
These folks do a diligent search, right? A lot of these brothers, sometimes they should think maybe somebody sent them in here, right? Like the scriptures say in Balaam and what's that? That's Numbers what? Numbers 25. I think Numbers 25. When Balaam, when they couldn't get the Israel to sin, what did he do? They sent the women in there.
It's number 25.
Yeah,
they sent Moabite women in there.
sent the women in there to get the trip the men up and get the men to sin. Same scenario, right? The same stuff that's going on today, right? Brother look like Flavor Flav, right? But these women coming up, they don't never ask themselves that question, right? Why these women coming up into you? Because you got the money, and that's what they after, and that's what they chasing. All right, read it again.
They search out iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep.
It's deep. They'll even go so far to have a baby by you. Right? They'll have a child by you so they can get the bag. They know they got it secured then. Once they have that child, they got you. Right? They got you. You done fell up in the trap and you done fell for the okie doke.
And you know how deep it get, officer? Like, this is lawful what they did. Like, what's the Carmelo Anthony and the Lala sister?
Yeah.
It get deep. His son is on the way to the NBA too.
Yeah.
So she gonna be getting taken care of with NBA money for at least 2 generations.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these sisters, they go in there, they learn about our history, or not the sister, well, some of the sisters, but the Edomite women, they go in there, learn about our heritage. They understand, okay, if I can have one of these 6'2", 200-pound baby football players, I probably can get me one up out of me too. And if he leave, or if I'm done with him, I at least have this baby that can grow up and do the same thing because he got his daddy genes. So I can get some money up out of this baby too. So they look at all that right there. Them women going there thinking real deep.
Right, these other women seeing so much value in you men, even if it's just financial. But you sisters who are right here with the men in the same neighborhoods, coming up around the same communities, y'all treat them like trash. Y'all treat them like trash, and it take the other nations to say, hey, let's go search out. Let's go find out what's good about them, why they going through the struggle so we can communicate. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they should be the one. I think it's LeBron. Back on LeBron, I think it's LeBron. I think he is actually married to his high school sweetheart. Had kids with her. He come up out the dirt with her, we can say. You know what I'm saying? That's what he should be actually teaching his son.
Right.
Yep.
So that's what because me too. Hey, me and my wife been together since high school.
Yeah.
So we came, like I said, we came up out the dirt. We got it together.
Did y'all have a $20,000 wedding?
No, we ain't had no $20,000. We ain't had that type of money. We ain't had that type of money.
About 10?
Like that. Not even the 10. Well, you know what? Let's just go to another subject.
Now, the reason why I asked that, because like the old folks said, the people that spend, because I know some people that had a $20,000, $30,000, you know what I'm saying, wedding, and they was broke. Still to this day, they broke.
That's crazy.
And, you know, all praise, they still married, you know what I'm saying, but, you know, I told my wife, I'm like, hey, don't you think about it. Don't even get close to the thought. I said, I got something for you. And it's going to be to the courthouse. We shall go. Sign the paperwork, and we going to go. And that was it. That's all I got for you, man. I got this paperwork to show you that we in order. I asked your father for your hand to be married. He gave me an approval. That's all I need. I don't need no damn money.
Hey, I had an older sister that was pushing the same thing because I told my wife, hey, look. We've been together a long time. We could do this at the courthouse and call it a day.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? But here go my sister getting in their ear. Don't let them rob you of that. You know.
Hey, but it goes back into now, if we really want to be technical, that goes into the topic.
Right.
When you really look at it, because everything is revolving around them, bro.
Yep.
That be they day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? They want you to spend the bag. They want to marry you because they want the bag to be spent on them that day.
They want it to be spent.
You know, but go ahead.
They want it to be
Cue
spent.
the music up for them.
Hey, but they wanted it to be spent. But, you know, me and my wife, we duked that out. Hey, we here today. Hey, we ain't blow no whole lot of money. Hey, brothers, don't do it.
Nah,
hey,
don't
do
it.
it. Don't do it.
Hey,
I'm telling
hey,
you.
but let's go into some history. Get that in 2 Kings 17, where the priest, the king of Assyria, got the priest to teach the man of that land because they was getting killed by lions. He got them to teach them the manner of the Israelites, God. Just like the black man, just like the black man got a class teaching, hey, listen to me. I'm going to show you how to study the black man. These nations know. They've been studying us since the early 1400s. It ain't nothing new. Read what you got. Start with 17 and verse 22.
The book of 2 Kings, chapter 17 and verse 22. For the children of Israel walked in all the sins of Jeroboam, which he did. They departed not from them until the Lord removed Israel out of his sight, as he had said by all his servants the prophets. So was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day.
So they get carried out of their land and get brought into Assyria. Read.
And the king of Assyria brought men from Babylon.
So where he bring them from?
From Babylon.
So the Assyrian king brings in the Babylonian men. Read.
And from Cathar, and from Ava, and from Hamath, and from Saravam, and placed them in the cities of Samaria instead of the children of Israel.
It would show you that the children of Israel was in the land of Samaria. Those was the Israelites before we was ran out of that land for our disobedience. So now when you get to Matthew 4, John 4, you get simple that Christ is dealing with the Samaritan woman as if she's of another nation. Read on.
Instead of the children of Israel. And they possessed Samaria and dwelt in the cities thereof. And so it was at the beginning of the dwelling there that they feared not the Lord.
Read.
Therefore the Lord sent lions among them, which slew some of them.
So it slew the men that the Syrian king set up in the land. Hamath, the names that brother said earlier. Read on.
Verse 26. Wherefore they spake to the king of Assyria, saying.
So now this brother teaching classes to the sisters, and guess what they do? They don't even consider going into learning about their man, but guess who packed the classes? The goddamn white woman. And then the Latinos, those are sisters, you know what I'm saying? So they get a pass or whatever, but hey, Esau is packing the class because they after the athletes because they know that's their meal ticket. If I can get in to where I can capitalize on them, I know I can set my family up for the next 5 to 10 generations off of the wealth that they accumulate by bouncing a damn ball or catching a ball.
Yeah. And our sisters need to take heed, man. What is it? Sirach 7:26.
Yeah.
It tell us. Can we get it real quick before we go to the next segment? Sirach 7:26. It tells sisters how they supposed to deal with their husband.
The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 7 and verse 26. Hast thou a wife after thy mind?
So, sister, your mind is supposed to be after your husband's mind. You supposed to be studying your husband. You supposed to know what his likes, his dislikes, to get on one accord with that man, to make that man better. Guess what? That's what these women doing. They doing it in an evil way, but y'all should be looking at this and be like, let me jot down little notes on my husband, build up a little class about my husband, and making sure I'm crossing all the T's and dotting the I's to make sure I'm making this man, I'm help with the progress and the growth with my husband, what I'm saying? We can be on one accord. So, sisters, it's scriptures. Y'all posters, study your husband and try to become after your husband's mind.
That's right.
Hey, and what our people, especially our sisters, what they don't understand, this is a day of information. It's a lot of information coming out on how to understand a black man. It's everybody talking about it on their talk shows. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. So it ain't no way around it. You know what I'm saying? So we finna get ready and close this episode out. But before we close out, hey, get me Matthew 24 verse 12.
Bring it out.
We finna get it in here real quick. Matthew 24 verse 12. Read that real quick because y'all don't understand the timing of God in the earth and where he's sitting out right now. You don't understand how dangerous it's finna get. Read what you got.
The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound.
And iniquity is abounding in the earth, just like you read about it in Genesis 6 and 5, where the sins of the world was reaching the heights of heaven to the Lord, to where he said, look, I'm going to destroy everything on the earth with the exception of 8 souls. Read what you got.
The love of many shall wax cold.
And that's what's going on. Give me that in 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 10. The love of many is waxing cold in the earth to where now it's all about the mighty dollar. What I can trick somebody out of because I want substance. I want stuffing things. Read what you got.
The book of 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 10.
For
the love of money is the root of all evil.
And all people go to the lengths of evil to destroy whomever in the way of the bag that they are chasing. Read what you got.
Which while some coveted after.
And we read about that in Sirach 10 and 9, that covetous evil person that'll give up his bowels for the bag. Read.
They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
And that's one of the many sorrows that I just discussed in Sirach 10 and verse 9. Now get me Sirach chapter 26 and verse 23. Get that in Sirach 26 and verse 23, because all people do all manner of wickedness, all to accumulate a certain dollar amount. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 26 and verse 23. A wicked woman is given as a portion to a wicked man.
So you wonder why these young men is interested in these older women, because they wicked as hell, just like the women that's with them is wicked as hell, because it's nothing but a trap. They think that they are somebody in the earth, which they are, but they don't understand the magnitude of who they really is. You from the tribe of Judah. You from the tribe of Benjamin. You from the tribe of Levi, Manasseh, Asher, Simeon, Naphtali, Ephraim. You are God on earth. But if you don't act like it and you don't have the resources of these scriptures engrafted and engulfed in you, then you are merely nothing. The ash that we read about that is proud. Read what you got.
But a godly woman is given to him that feareth the Lord.
And these are the women that we got to look for. Give me Sirach 25 and verse 13. These are the women that we looking for in the earth. We're trying to link the godly woman with the godly man. And it's going to continue to, as the earth waxes worse, the wicked woman always going to find her wicked man in the earth. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25 and verse 13. Give me any plague but the plague of the heart, and any wickedness but the wickedness of a woman.
It says, give me any wickedness, but what wickedness? But the wickedness of a woman. Because as we see in history, and history repeat itself, we have lost the entire kingdom of heaven and rulership, all because we wanted to listen to the woman. We don't listen to the black woman. What woman are we reading about? The wicked black woman. Give me that in Sirach chapter 25 and verse 21. Says, don't give me the wickedness of a woman that's all occupied in evil. Read what you got.
Verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
Because that's how it started. That's the reason why in 1 John chapter 3 and verse 15, or 2 and verse 15, it says the pride of life and the pride and the eye. Get it for me real quick. Get it for me real quick, because I didn't butcher it. Going into it always start with the eye. That's the reason why God go into, if your eye, the left eye offends you, if your right hand offends you, showing you that these little members have you to lose out on your soul and salvation. Read what you got.
The book of 1 John chapter 2 and verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of the eyes.
The lust of the eye. Now go back to Sirach chapter 25 and verse 21. Going into stumbling not at the beauty of a woman, because that lustful eye is going to get you death. That lustful eye is going to cost you your life to where you got to die. Read what you got.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 25 and verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman.
And a lot of men have failed because of their eyes have led them astray. Read.
And desire her not for pleasure.
It says, don't desire her for pleasure. Don't look at her and want to have sex with her in so many different ways and position in your wicked mind. Read.
A woman Read it.
Yeah, keep reading.
A woman, if she maintain her husband, is full of anger, impudence, and much reproach.
It says a woman that maintain her husband is full of anger. How many of these women, when you can't find a job, when you get hurt, you on workman's comp and they stop paying you, how many of these women gonna be able to maintain you? We see the spirit on a woman that maintain her husband. Is you got a ride or die? Or do you have a ride only when the wheels are rolling? Read what you got.
A wicked woman abated the courage and make it in heavy countenance.
And she gonna make your countenance heavy because she's gonna be yeah. Why you can't get no job? You said you look for a job. I don't believe you. When you gonna get out? Oh, you ain't nothing but an N-A-N. A nothing ass nigga. Read what you got.
And a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress, maketh weak hands and feeble knees.
And these are the men that end up like, what's the brother that played basketball? That was with the Kardashian woman?
Lamar
Odom. You become the next Lamar Odom. Bugged out your mind. All praise the brother got his script back. But you become Lamar Odom to the point where you destroy, you don't know what day it is. You don't know who you is. You don't know that you a king, you a God that walked the face of the earth. But you have lost your power source to the woman. That'll conclude this session of Understanding Prophecy. Shalom, Israel. Most high Christ bless.
Christ bless.
Drew the blood. No, we don't fold up on the press. We go harder than we ever did before. Look, the sons of God, we gon' take the kingdom back. That's a fact. That's what I know. We in your city, state to state, place to place. Yeah, you know we on the road. Can't stop this word from getting up. I know they worried by now. That's too much smoke. Yeah, going in. This ain't no religion, we born in. Can't keep these laws, you can't join in. We ready for war, we are armed. Open carry these precepts. No, I'm not trying to conceal them. The man of position been hiding too long. Now it's time to reveal them. Time to get in line, we at the finish line. Why you niggas thinking that you got plenty of time? When them chariots start flying